I woke up staring at three hands, one mine, two very much not. All around me, in the battered warship's medbay, panicked voices crackled in at least a dozen languages, some I'd only ever heard through intercepted broadcasts from enemy fleets. The air tasted wrong, thick with fear and confusion. A Cerothian admiral, now wearing the crimson scales and mandibles of a Cathar shock trooper, was screaming for a mirror. I felt my own jaw flex, unfamiliar, the tongue clicking against teeth that weren't shaped for my words. None of us knew what had happened, not at first. The last thing I remembered was the blinding white flare above the galactic core, a pulse that reached even our far-flung outpost. When it subsided, everyone had changed. Across the ship, the crew scrambled to make sense of their new forms. The neural interfaces no longer responded, weapons recognized no one, and even the simplest tasks became puzzles. On the comms, rival commanders, now occupying the bodies of their hated adversaries, begged for order. Some tried to seize control, but with limbs that didn't obey and minds that didn't match, chaos reigned. Hours bled into days. Forced to cooperate, we hacked together crude translation rigs and taught each other basic movements, desperate to survive in bodies that threatened to fail with every heartbeat. The ship, now a patchwork of former enemies, drifted, powerless, as the cosmic event rippled through the galaxy. Reports crackled in, entire worlds thrown into confusion, fleets paralyzed, long-standing alliances shattered by mistrust. I watched as an enemy pilot, inhabiting my old body, wept for a mate he could no longer recognize. The lines between us blurred, necessity bred a kind of hollow kinship. But as we rebuilt, patching systems and learning the fragile rhythms of our borrowed forms, the deeper dread settled in. Had this been a warning, a test, or simply a cosmic accident? With every day that passed, the old hostilities frayed, but something colder replaced them. A sense that identity itself was less permanent, more fragile than we'd ever believed. And as the medbay doors slid open to another survivor and yet another stolen shell, I wondered if anyone, anywhere, would ever be able to return to who they once were.